Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue our talk on inequalities, but we're going to talk about systems of inequalities. And if you remember, we've already talked about systems of equations. Systems of inequalities are very, very similar. It is two or more inequalities, and what we are going to do is graph them and find the solution. So let's start by graphing this first one. So we're going to start at -6, and our slope is -3. That means down 3, right 1. And then I'm going to go backwards. And from there, decide solid or dashed. And it is going to be a solid line. Because it has that equal to on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and graph my second inequality. We're going to start at 4. And we have a slope of -3/5. Down 3, right 5. And then go the other way. Okay, if we look, it's going to be a dotted line because there's no equal to sign. So we're just going to make sure it's a nice dashed line. And now if you look, we have quite a few different places that we could shade. We could shade in this area, in this little area, over here, or over here. And what we need to do is test each line just like we did when we graphed a single line. So if we start with this first one again, which was the solid line, and pick a test point, we can use 0, 0 for both of these test points because none of the lines are close. We have 0 is greater than or equal to -3 times 0 minus 6. -3 times 0 is 0 minus 6. We have 0 is greater than or equal to -6. That's true, so 0, 0 is a point. So what I do is draw arrows to point in the direction that we are going to shade. So that automatically eliminated this section over here and this little section over here. And it brings us down to 2. This region up here or this region down here. So what we really need to decide, is it going to be above this line or below this line? So we're going to use our second inequality to figure that out. Again, we can use the same point, 0, 0. We have 0 is less than -3/5 times 0 plus 4. Simplifies down to 0 is less than 4. Well, that also is a true statement. So 0, 0 must be a point, which means my arrows need to point towards 0, 0. And if you look, the only place where our arrows are pointing towards each other is this region right here. So this is where we are going to shade. So our solution can be anywhere in this region. So now I want you to actually try one, and then I'll go over it for you. So we have the inequality y is greater than 4x minus 4, and y is less than 1/3 x plus 3. Graph these inequalities and find the solution region. So I do want you to hit pause and try to go through these steps. So let's graph the first inequality. Start at -4. Then we have a slope of 4. And go down 4. And there is no equal to sign, so it is going to be a dashed line. I'm just going to do my test point right away. I'm going to do 0, 0. 0 is greater than 4 times 0 minus 4. 0 is greater than negative 4. That's true. So we must be pointing towards 0, 0. Now I'm going to grab a different color just so you guys can see this a little bit better. Start at positive 3. And our slope is 1/3, so that means up 1 over 3. Up 1 over 3. And go the opposite way. And just like our first one, this is also a dashed line because there's no equal to sign there. And now we're going to decide, is it going to be above this line or below this line? So I'm going to use 0, 0 again. 0 is less than 1/3 times 0 plus 3. So 0 is less than 3. That's true. So it's going to point down towards 0, 0. And where are our arrows pointing at each other? In this section right here. So this is our solution region. So now give it a try on your homework and let me know if you have questions.